Welcome and thank you for coming out. We are the Carroll-Henderson School of Irish Dancing. Today you're going to see a wide range of levels of dancers. We have everything here from beginner up to championship. We start teaching as young as age 4, which you saw a couple of our youngest dancers out here tonight. A little bit about us, we have a couple of different locations. We're in Mukilteo, so here, Edmonds, and then also Seattle. The next piece that we're about to perform is a few of our younger dancers who learned this dance for their recital. It is Alice in Wonderland themed, and it is telling the story of the walrus, carpenter, and the oysters. Typically there are 5 oysters, but we have 3 out here tonight, so we hope you enjoy.
Big circles.
Washington. Our teacher, Caitlin Tressler, her brother, started the band called on Docus. And we grew up having the opportunity to get to perform with them all the time. It was one of the best experiences, I think, of my childhood, and I'm certainly hers. So the next set of dance is called Dragonfly. And this is a dance we started to perform at a very young age. It's something called the slip jig. So traditionally in Irish dance, dancers start out learning something called the reel, and then they move to the light jig, then the single jig, and then the slip jig. So it's some of the most advanced soft shoe, and some of our older dancers here are gonna show you what they've learned. So here they are. more of a traditional Irish dance. There's something called traditional sets, and these are performed the same around the globe. So Lauren is going to perform one of the first traditional sets that experienced dancers start to learn, and it's called St. Patrick's Day. So there's obviously one big difference from the first dances we saw and that one, and that is clearly the noise. So there's two different kinds of Irish dance. There's soft shoe and hard shoe or heavy shoe, which is what we just saw. So once you master soft shoe, that's when you start to actually get to learn hard shoe, which is a little bit more fun because one, you actually get to make noise and it's a little bit more controlled. So what Irish dancers are really well known for once you get to championship level is your teachers create a championship set for you, and it's individualized to you. So we are going to have one of our first dancers, youngest dancers out in Lauren's first solo dress. So it's a little bit different from her school dress, but here's Ellery out to show her newly learned hard shoe. All right, so what we have up next is Lauren is actually going to perform her championship set for us. It's to a song called Vanishing Lake. This set was designed by her teachers in Ireland. So she continued training after Spokane, Washington, and she actually moved to Ireland to continue her training. And she did this trad set at Munster Championship and won herself a place to go to Worlds actually with this set. So here she is. All right, so the other aspect of Irish dancing is doing something called Céilí dancing or team dancing. So what this is groups of dancers obviously perform together, and they start out by learning 2 hands and 3 hands, which are, if you're looking for your wallet. So the 2 hands and 3 hands are school specific. And then the 4, 6, and 8 hands are, again, traditional dances that we all share and learn around the world. Something Lauren did during her time in Ireland was learning the Walls of Limerick, which is a traditional dance. And the older dancers and younger dancers, after every class, would get together to kind of help establish that community that you're always looking for in Irish dance schools. And she has brought that here to the Pacific Northwest, making sure that we keep her school authentic. So here they are to perform the Walls of Limerick. watching the Irish dance from the Carroll-Henderson School of Irish Dancing. We have one more piece before you guys go, but before we finish up, from all of us, we'd really like to say thank you for coming out and watching us perform. We always appreciate it. We also have fall classes starting up and have a couple of spots left if you do want to try out a free class. So again, we're in Edmonds, we are in Mukilteo, and then at the Rose Hill Community Center. And of course, we are also in downtown Seattle. So here they are for their final reel.